In just a few decades, the world completely transformed. The changes were so profound that they altered the very fabric of society, economy, and daily life. Imagine a world where everything you know is turned upside down in a matter of years. That's what happened during this incredible period of history. This period of rapid change was the Industrial Revolution. It started in the late 1700s and lasted into the early 1800s. The world shifted from farms to factories. Britain led this change. Think about coal. In 1800, Britain mined 7 million tons. By 1900, it was over 250 million tons. This massive increase in coal production fueled the engines of industry and powered the new machines that were being invented. Coal was the lifeblood of the Industrial Revolution, providing the energy needed to drive the steam engines and machinery that were transforming the world. Factories became the new workplaces, traditional crafts faded away, people worked long hours in factories. The average day was 12 to 16 hours, cities swelled with people. Manchester is one example. It grew from 75,000 to over 300,000 in just 40 years. The rapid urbanization brought about by the Industrial Revolution had a profound impact on society. People moved from rural areas to cities in search of work, leading to overcrowded living conditions and the rise of new social classes. The working class in particular faced harsh conditions, with long hours, low wages, and dangerous working environments. Despite these challenges, the promise of a better life and the opportunities offered by the new industrial economy drew millions to the cities. New inventions changed everything. The steam engine was revolutionary. So was the spinning jenny. These inventions transformed how things were made. They also changed how people got goods. The steam engine, invented by James Watt, allowed factories to be built anywhere, not just near water sources. This opened up new possibilities for industrial expansion. The spinning jenny, invented by James Hargreaves, revolutionized the textile industry by allowing one worker to spin multiple spools of thread at once. These and other inventions increased production efficiency and lowered costs, making goods more accessible to a wider population. The Industrial Revolution was a time of huge upheaval, but it also brought progress. It laid the foundation for the modern world. The advancements made during this period set the stage for future innovations and developments. The transportation infrastructure improved with the construction of railways and canals, facilitating the movement of goods and people. Communication also advanced with the invention of the telegraph, allowing for faster and more efficient exchange of information. The Industrial Revolution not only transformed industries but also had a lasting impact on society, culture, and the global economy. It was a time of great change, and its legacy continues to shape our world today. The birthplace of industry. Britain, a small island nation, became the epicenter of a global transformation. But why here and why then? Why did the Industrial Revolution begin in Britain? The answer lies in a unique combination of factors that converged at just the right time. A unique mix of factors came together. Britain had abundant resources. The land was rich in coal and iron ore, essential materials for industrialization. Coal and iron were plentiful. These fueled the factories. The availability of these resources meant that Britain could power its new machines and build the infrastructure needed for industrial growth. Britain also had a stable government. This helped businesses thrive. Trade flourished within Britain. The political stability provided a secure environment for investments and innovations. It also flourished with its colonies. This created wealth. The vast British Empire provided a global market for goods, and the wealth generated from trade fueled further industrial development. It also created a demand for goods. As the population grew and urbanized, the demand for manufactured products increased, driving the need for more efficient production methods. Britain had a spirit of invention. The culture of innovation was strong, with inventors and entrepreneurs eager to develop new technologies and processes. People were eager to find new solutions. This enthusiasm for problem-solving led to groundbreaking inventions like the steam engine, which revolutionized transportation and manufacturing. They were not afraid to experiment. The willingness to take risks and test new ideas was crucial in driving technological advancements. The stage was set for change. With all these elements in place, Britain was ready to lead the world into a new era of industrialization. The Industrial Revolution was about to begin. The innovations and changes that started in Britain would soon spread across the globe, transforming societies and economies. The world would never be the same. The Industrial Revolution marked the beginning of a new chapter in human history, one defined by rapid technological progress and profound social change. The steam engine was revolutionary. Invented by James Watt, it provided a new power source. Factories could now run machines continuously. This was a huge boost to production. Before steam, factories relied on water wheels. These needed to be near rivers. Steam engines could be built anywhere. This gave factories more location options. The steam engine also revolutionized transportation. Steamboats and locomotives were invented. This made it easier to move goods and people. The world was becoming more connected. The textile industry was transformed. The invention of the spinning jenny was key. It allowed one worker to spin multiple threads at once. This greatly increased the speed of thread production. Before, spinning was done by hand. It was slow and laborious. The spinning jenny changed that. It made mass production possible. Factories became the centers of textile production. Workers operated machines in large, organized spaces. This was the start of the factory system. It was a new way of working. Section 5. From Farm to Factory, the Rise of the Working Class. For centuries, most people worked the land. The Industrial Revolution changed that. Factories needed workers. People left rural areas for jobs in cities. This led to the rise of the working class. Factory work was very different from farm work. It was often repetitive and dangerous. The hours were long and the pay was low. Workers faced harsh conditions. Despite the hardships, people continued to flock to cities. They were seeking a better life. The Industrial Revolution was reshaping society. Section 6. The urban jungle, cities boom and bust. Cities grew at an astounding rate. They struggled to keep up with the influx of people. Housing was often cramped and unsanitary. Disease spread quickly in these conditions. Pollution from factories filled the air. The streets were crowded and chaotic. City life was a mix of excitement and hardship. Despite the challenges, cities offered opportunities. They were centers of commerce and culture. People came to reinvent themselves. The Industrial Revolution was changing the very fabric of society. Section 7. Progress and its price. The social impact of industry. The Industrial Revolution had a profound impact on society. It created new social classes. The middle class expanded as entrepreneurs and factory owners prospered. However, the gap between rich and poor also widened. Workers faced difficult conditions and low wages. Child labor was rampant. Social reformers began to address these issues. They advocated for workers' rights and better living conditions. The struggle for social justice was gaining momentum. Section 8. A Legacy of Innovation. The Enduring Effects of the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution was a turning point in history. It began in the late 18th century and continued into the 19th century, fundamentally altering the way societies functioned. This period saw the transition from hand production methods to machines, new chemical manufacturing and iron production processes, improved efficiency of water power, the increasing use of steam power, and the development of machine tools. It marked the beginning of mass production. Factories began to produce goods on a scale never before seen, making products more accessible and affordable to the general public. This shift not only changed the economy, but also had profound social implications as people moved from rural areas to urban centers in search of work. It led to the rise of factories and cities. Urbanization accelerated as industries grew, leading to the development of new cities and the expansion of existing ones. This urban growth brought about significant changes in living conditions, with both positive and negative effects on the population. It transformed the way we live and work. The Industrial Revolution introduced new job opportunities and created a shift from agrarian societies to industrialized ones. This transformation also brought about changes in social structures, family dynamics, and daily routines. The innovations of this era continue to shape our world today. The technological advancements made during the Industrial Revolution laid the groundwork for modern technology. From transportation to communication, the impact of this period is still evident in our daily lives. The steam engine paved the way for the internal combustion engine. This innovation revolutionized transportation, making it faster and more efficient. It also had a significant impact on industries, enabling the movement of goods and people over long distances. The factory system laid the foundation for modern manufacturing. The principles of mass production and assembly lines introduced during the Industrial Revolution are still used in today's manufacturing processes, albeit with advanced technology and automation. The Industrial Revolution also left us with challenges. The rapid industrialization led to environmental degradation, with increased pollution and depletion of natural resources. The crowded urban areas often faced poor living conditions with inadequate sanitation and health issues. We are still grappling with the social and environmental consequences of industrialization. Issues such as climate change, social inequality, and the exploitation of labor can trace their roots back to this transformative period. As we move forward, it is crucial to learn from the past and strive for sustainable and equitable development. Section 9. The Future of Progress. The Industrial Revolution was just the beginning. Today, we are living in a new era of technological advancement. The digital revolution is transforming our lives at an unprecedented pace. We have a responsibility to learn from the past. We must strive for progress that is both innovative and equitable. The future depends on our ability to harness the power of technology for the benefit of all. The Industrial Revolution changed everything. Now it is up to us to shape the future.